Hey kids, do you like mud? How about rain? If so, you might love the Black Fly Trail Race.
With a 6 a.m. start, race registration started around 5 a.m. 12-hour participants were given a green hoodie along with their dog tag and race number. Participants in the 3-hour and 6-hour races got a buff and a hat, respectively. After this, we had our race briefing early before heading outside to get ready for the start of the race in the chilly wind and rain. For the inaugural running of this race, there were only 34 participants registered for the full 12-hour race. There were 33 participants in the 6-hour race and a full 80 that took part in the 3-hour event. For the next 12 hours, I'd be making my way around some of the best mountain bike trails that are around the Camp Fortune ski hills near Chelsea, Quebec. We've had some pretty epic rainfall over the past few weeks in the area, so the trails were already wet and muddy when we started the day, and they just got harder and harder as the day wore on. While it was still a lot of fun, it did at times feel a bit like a race of attrition. For the first 3 hours of the race, I was lucky enough to be able to stay with the front leaders. We formed a pretty tight group, and we had a lot of fun out there running together and commiserating on the conditions. These guys are all seasoned trail runners, and we all agree this was one of the toughest races that we've taken part in, especially because things got mentally tough going over the same loop over and over again as conditions deteriorated. However, there's no denying that it brings out the kid in you when you get to stomp around in mud puddles and mud all day long. For my part, I actually managed to stop a few times to change shoes and socks because I just didn't feel like running in the same socks and shoes the entire day. The main premise of the race is to see how many loops of the course you could do over a period of either 3, 6, or 12 hours. Due to this, logistics were pretty straightforward for the race organizers, who managed to have a single aid station at the bottom at the end of the loop where you could load up on some food before heading back out. The original course was about a 5K loop, but unfortunately because of conditions, our loop was shortened to about 4.5K and later even dropped to 3.5K based on conditions changing on the trails.
Well, 9 hours into this thing and it's starting to get pretty tough. They actually had to change the course for us. Due to all the heavy rains, mountain bike trails are getting washed out. So now we have a lot more of gravel roads to enjoy. But feeling generally good and still having a fun time out here. Funny thing about this race, the rain just never seems to stop, no matter how long we run.
The loops were great because you'd have access to gear and food each time you came around, but it might make it hard to leave, especially if you're like me and had a tent and your own little transition area.
Things are getting pretty unrecognizable out here. Lots of mud, lots of water, lots of getting stuck in it. Couldn't have timed it better if I tried. About to cross the finish line, right at the 12-hour mark. Thank goodness, because I do not want to do another lap.
Slide it in. That's first. You can do it. Do it. There you go.
And that's it. That's how you do it. That's the end of the Black Fly 3, 6, 12-hour ultra trail run. What a day of racing.
At the end of the day, I managed to snag 5th overall, covering 14 big loops and 7 small loops, but a picture's really worth 1,000 words, as you can see by my muddy gear.